What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I got my second update on the USACC group build on the 55 Ford F-100 from Monogram. Got a little bit more done to it and a little more add-ons to it before we get into primer, which we're hoping in the next few weeks. So hopefully, or possibly next week, but we'll see. But let's go ahead and show you what else I did to it. So I didn't mock up this time because you guys already saw it on my last video, but there are some things I did to the body since my last video. We'll get to that in here a little bit, but let's go ahead and get to the cab because the cab was the major thing that I changed. So I will be doing a bumper delete. On my last video, I did say I was going to be using the bumpers, but for the way I'm going to be taking this build, I might just do a bumper delete. So we did that, and then I did cut out a little notch here because on some of the pictures I saw, and I did see this truck in real life, like lowered and stuff, and bumper delete. He did have an actual vent here. I'm not really sure what this vent's for, but I think it's just for actually cooling down like on bottom of the engine. So I did that because it adds more detail to it. And then once you get paint, we'll be adding some mesh to that, so it's not open like that. So very cool. And then we got all this puttied, filled in with some styrene sheet, and then we puttied it up and stuff. So this is all dead smooth. So I'm really happy about that. And then I will be using the V8 grill. A lot of you guys in the comments in my last video did say V8, and then I did a poll on my Instagram. I got like over 100 votes on just the V8 grill alone, and after like 13 votes on the Ford. So yeah, I'll be doing the V8. V8 one's actually pretty cool, and it fills in the gap in there much nicer than the Ford. So, but very cool. So we got that going, and then we did hinge the hood. We got the hood hinge right there, so it can open up. Just got to open up, and then it does stay open, and that's how we hinge our hood. So very cool. This kit's pretty easy. You do just use the kit hinge that comes with the kit. Instead of putting it up here, you put it up here. So that's how we hinged it. So very cool. Then I did sand out all of the injector pin marks. I do have to sand this up here because where the glue is. But I did sand down all the injector pin marks and where the old hinge mount used to be, because I will, when I do take this to bottle car shows or to shows, I will be displaying the hood like this, and then people will be seeing inside the hood. So once that all that's smooth, we'll probably paint this. We'll probably paint body color, then hinge will probably do like black right here. So, but very cool. And also I did remove all of the emblems on the front and on the side because I do want a nice clean look on this. So we did move that, but the hood is all set, so we got that going. The firewall, again, we did putty and smooth that out. We did fill in with, again, styrene sheet. Then there's some putty and stuff, and then we got that all smoothed, and yeah, very nice. So that will be all body color. We'll be doing this all body color. The mirrors, I'm not sure if I'm using the mirrors, so I haven't decided about that because of some of these pictures I did see. A lot of these trucks do have a mirror delete, so they don't have a mirror. So I'm thinking of doing that, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm still debating to do the mirrors or not. So it didn't fill in the holes quite yet, but we'll think about that some more. But that's pretty much about the cab. I do have to sand out those injector pin marks down there still, but not too big a deal. But very cool. The cab is very nice, and we're basically ready for a primer almost on this bad boy. So got that going. The chassis did not touch. I just added the steering linkages, or linkages, you know, I call it. So we got that going. So chassis has not been touched except that. Interior didn't touch. Now the only thing I did touch was back here. There is a little gap right there. I do have to work with that still, but that is where my taillight is going to go. I'm going to, instead of doing these taillights, so I do have to fill in these holes on the side, but I'm going to have my taillights coming out through it there. Very skinny, but very nice, and gives it more of a modern look to it, and it looks really nice. So very cool. But other than that, I didn't touch in here still. Again, I do have to sand this down just a tad bit, but nothing too major. Then down here, it's the same. So, but we will be removing the taillights, and then the back bumper. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be doing a back bumper delete. I'm not sure. I did strip the back bumper, but we'll see. We'll see how I want it. If I want the bumper there, or I might just do, like an actual bumper down here that's smooth. I'll have a little kink into it for the license plate, but who knows. but that's where our taillights will be. So very cool, and you know, that's be very unique. So we got that going. Body color, I did do some more working around, and because I do have a big splash paints drawer that Splash has sent me the past few months or past year or so, and I do have quite a bit of open splash paints bottles that are not really half full, kind of like 1/4 coat full. That's not really enough to paint a full body. So I figured instead of the Gold Rush, let's do something different. So I mixed 3 different splash paints colors. We did mix this one. This is an Audi color. So this is empty now. This was only filled up to right here, I want to say. So definitely not enough to paint a model. So we got that one, and then we mixed it with maroon blue. Did a mix, and then also I got some of the splash paints jet black put in here, just darken it a little bit. And then we got a nice full bottle. Well, not quite full, but almost full. Definitely enough, more enough to paint this body. And we get a nice dark blue. That's the color we're working with. So I figured, you know what, instead of opening our bottle, let's go ahead and use some old paints that I have open, and that's definitely not enough to paint another model with. So I figured let's mix a few colors together, and this is what we came up with. So very cool. So this will be our new color. Like a really dark blue, darkish bluish, very nice blue. Then for the interior, I did decide on the interior for these beautiful seats. We'll be using some brown. We'll be using this. So I think that will look really nice together. So we got that. And then for the grill, instead of the gray, we'll be using white. We'll be doing flat, or yeah, just plain white. We'll be clear coating it, obviously. So white on the grill, and then the wheels. This guy right here, we'll be doing white, and then in here, these little nicks up here, we'll be doing in chrome, and then the ring we'll be doing in chrome as well. So I think this will be a nice contrast, a blue, like a very dark maroon blue, you want to call it, with an accent color white. I think that's gonna be very cool, and I think it's gonna be really unique. So I figured, you know what, let's just get some of these splash paint bottles out of here. So this one we can ditch. So that's nice, free up some space because splash paints will send me some more colors eventually, and I can, you know, fill that space up. So very cool. But other than that, oh yeah, also the door handles, I'm not sure. We might do this in the blue, or if I want to, I could do it in the white. You know, a nice contrast color. So we'll see. But that's gonna be a very nice color combo. So very cool, blue with a white combo with a brown interior. I think that's gonna look very stunning and very unique and very nice. Also, one of you in the comments did say about the windshield wipers. You should delete these and do 3D printed ones. I did not think about that, so I of course listened, and I did delete the windshield wipers. But here I do some more scenes still. I just realized that, but we did delete the windshield wipers, and then we got this little guy. There we go. Very cool. So I will be doing the windshield wipers going this direction, because on the actual kit they're going like this, opposite. But for this one, I kind of wanted to make them, you know, go in one direction. So we got both of them here, and we'll mount them up in one direction. I do like the one direction better than, you know, the windshield wipers that goes, you know, like that. That just, to me, kind of makes me kind of weird. I mean, on semi trucks and buses it's normal, but for cars, I don't know, I don't really like it. So we're going to be doing a one direction windshield wiper pattern. So very cool. So thank you guys so much for mentioning that out. So we did get sanded to get those windshield wipers out, and plus they're much more detailed with, you know, printed ones than molded in ones. So very cool. But other than that, I think that's all we got so far. So again, I'm not sure about the back bumper. We might do a back bumper delete as well, but we'll see. But that's basically all we got going so far. The engine we had not touched. Oh, one other thing, I totally forgot. I did mock up the exhaust, and then I didn't touch this actually. There are some pegs up here that kind of goes into the engine bay. I had to cut those out because the exhaust, we'll bring one out. at the mounted up, and the exhaust kind of goes out to here, you want to call it. So I did have to cut this out, and then I will be making a custom exhaust that will come out to here. So the exhaust will shoot outside of the chassis, will come out here, and then we'll bring it back in and have it end up here or so, or maybe we'll bring it out to the back, have some nice exhaust finishers on the back, who knows. But I did have to cut these bars out because the engine is so damn big, the exhaust just sticks out of the chassis like a sore thumb, and it would not fit. So I had to cut those out, and like I said, the exhaust will be coming out to here, then we'll be looping it back inside the chassis, and then we'll be bringing it back here. So not too big a deal. The exhaust will bring out a nice finish inside of here. So when you do see it, you will be seeing exhaust back there. So I think it'll be pretty cool. So yeah, we got that going. I totally forgot that. So yeah, this engine is massive for this truck. I did see some pictures, and yeah, people did say they had to do some cutting on the actual body to even get this Cowdy engine inside the truck, which is no doubt because I had to do the same thing on this. So, but we'll get that engine in there, and it'll look stunning. Then, you know, all that fun stuff. But I think next time we might get this in paint. I'm not sure when. I think we're busy next weekend, so I'm not sure. Probably following weekend we'll probably get it in paint, some primer and stuff, and then we'll get some color shot onto it. But we're looking forward to it. But alright guys, everybody is looking amazing so far. Been watching all your videos, and it's just so cool. Everybody's building the same truck and see what different things everybody can do to the same kit. And I know everybody's truck is gonna be completely different from each other's, which is, you know, this group was pretty cool. Forces you to build the same kit. But alright guys, that's it for this video, and until my next video, I'll catch you guys next time. Take it easy.